Was there any doubt at all? Don't answer that. As we welcome you to Phillies Postgame Live, presented by our friends at Cure Auto Insurance, along with Ricky Pitalico. I'm Michael Barkamp, back across to the ballpark in a moment to the guys with an interview. Ricky Bo, the bottom line is they get the job done.
Job was done. It got a little hairy there at the end with Brad Hand in the ball game in the ninth inning. But this is what happens. You look at what happened about a week and a half ago with the starting pitchers not going deep into games. You have a tired bullpen right now. You got to piecemeal it together. Nice job by Nick Nelson coming in to finish things up.
Sure was. Back across to Scott Fransky and John Kruk, who are with an interview. Guys?
All right, thank you, guys. And, our Chevy player of the game tonight, none other than Dalton Guthrie, who gets his, not one, but two. Why not? Doubled up tonight. Dalton Guthrie, you got 2 hits in the big leagues. How's that feel?
Hopefully, once you get that first, oh, shoot. Feels cold.
Wow, they really got you.
I don't know why I didn't know that was coming. No, it's pretty cool. It was a cool atmosphere tonight, and that's what you want to be a part of. I don't know if it's going.
Look out. That's pretty cold. We might have lost him, Johnny.
We've lost some headphones before, Scott. They've had to replace a few of those, but.
Well, they had another one standing by. Dalton Guthrie. Well, at least you don't have to shower now.
Oh, yeah, get away. Okay, I think I'm good. No, come on.
How far will that cord stretch for you?
I don't know. We're about to find out.
A little over the top.
I think that's the beauty of baseball as a player. You never have to grow up.
Yeah, apparently. No, but it was a lot of fun tonight. Made it interesting at the end, and it was exciting, fun stuff.
Now, do you lead your father in number of ice buckets dumped on you already in the big leagues, or do you think he's had 7 in?
I don't. The only thing he ever brags about was having more hits than me. I think he had 1. So once I got the 1 tonight, I had to top him.
Is he still here?
I think so. He had to see the start tonight. So.
I love seeing a young player like Dalton Guthrie trying to follow in his dad's footsteps. Obviously, Dad was a pitcher, but he was thrilled getting his first hit tonight, and hopefully there are many more to come.
Yeah, I mean, being able to play in the big leagues is one thing. Getting that first hit and everything out of the way, he did that tonight. He did a nice little job. 2 for 3 on the night, a couple of RBIs. I mean, that's something to be proud of, and it's something that's helping the Phillies win a pennant, get in the playoff race, or stay in the playoff race, I should say. So, I mean, any way you could help out, I'm sure that's the way he's thinking right now. Got to start tonight, and hopefully he gets a couple more.
I hope so. Let's go across the street, check in with John Kruk, who called tonight's game with Scott Fransky, as Tom McCarthy does his NFL duties this weekend. There's John. John, thanks for being with us. 5-3 win. It got a little dicey, I guess, at the end, but they withstood, which was nice to see. They've now won 3 out of 4 games. And the bottom line is, when you're winning against teams like this, it's what you need to do, John, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to take care of business. And look, give the Nationals credit, man. Those young kids battled and fought and, tried to get back in this game in the 9th inning. But give the Phillies bullpen, it's mix and match time now for Rob Thomson without Sir Anthony out there to anchor the back end of that bullpen. So, and Robertson wasn't available today. So, Rob Thomson had to mix and match. And Nick Nelson, congratulations to Nick getting his first career save. That's huge, man.
They're just up there hacking away. Am I right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're a veteran, and I'm sure. Well, JT behind the plate or Stubbs, whoever's catching tomorrow and Sunday, I'm sure they're going to look at that and say, you know what, maybe we don't have to throw a perfect strike one. Maybe these guys will chase because they're aggressive. If you get – but look, I remember my rookie year, my second year, if I saw a fastball first pitch, I was going to swing because that fear of striking out, because that's all I was told. Oh, you get the big leagues, man. You get behind, these guys are going to put you away. You're going to strike you out. And, after I realized after like my third year that, I think I can still get a hit with 2 strikes, I became a little more patient. But when you're young, man, you see anything you think you can get your bat on, you're swinging.
John, every player in this lineup, this Phillies lineup, had a hit tonight. 3 of the players had multi-hits. We note that Bryce Harper is out of the lineup, kind of get things readjusted. What are you expecting from him over the next couple of days, assuming he's back in the lineup tomorrow night?
Well, hopefully he becomes, the MVP Bryce than what he has been since coming off the injured list with that thumb surgery. Look, you just have to trust what he can do. We know what he can do. I mean, he's a 2-time MVP, and you have to trust. Right now, it's a struggle, and he admitted he's just trying to do too much and trying to, make up for lost time. And all you can do right now if you're Bryce is first at bat tomorrow. That's all you worry about. First at bat tomorrow. Then after that's over, then you worry about your second at bat. But trying to, and look, that's the thing. You talk about young players coming up and trying to do too much. You have a 2-time MVP who admitted he's trying to do too much. It just happens in this game, and pitchers go through it, hitters go through it. And right now, Bryce is going through it, and he just needs to relax and trust everything around him and trust himself. And he's going to turn this thing around, and when he does, this offense will eventually explode.
I like the sound of that. Lastly, one of the pitchers who is going through it seemingly is Ranger Suarez. He's on the mound tomorrow. He looks brilliant for the first 3 or 4 innings and then falls off. I don't know if you've spotted anything that would help him fix it, but we're hoping for a better performance from him tomorrow against Eric Fetty.
Yeah, he's got to block that out. Look, I guess after a while, it's like a hitter. If you're struggling, sometimes doubt creeps in. I would think as a pitcher, first 2-3 innings, you're just rolling, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, has he ever pitched before? That's how bad it has gotten sometimes for Ranger in the middle of the games. But he has to get over that. You can tell him. Rob Thomson can tell him, Caleb Cobb can tell him, JT can tell him, Stubbs can tell him, Schwarber can tell him, hey, try to block that out. Go through and just pretend it's the second inning instead of the third or fourth inning. Easier said than done, but this is on Ranger. Ranger has to be the one that figures out how to get over this hump that has been bothering him his last handful of starts at middle of the inning and figure out a way to get himself through them.
All right, Johnny, thanks so much. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Appreciate it.
Okay.
John Kruk at the ballpark with Scott Fransky tonight calling the game. And here is the Phillies' position as they chase October. And right now, the Brewers are losing to Cincinnati in the 6th.
5-2.
5-2. So the Brewers are 3 games back and hopefully fall to 3.5 back. And there are the Padres. They're playing later tonight. The Phillies virtually in a tie with them, but they do have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, you're in a good spot. The Brewers can't seem to find themselves. Plus, that 3 games is really 3.5 games because the Phillies have that advantage because they won the season series against the Brewers. So, I mean, I didn't think it was going to come down to that at some point, but it very well could. I mean, at the end of the day, they end up tied. Phillies go on top. I mean, the bottom line. Every series means something.
You had talked about this season coming down to the last week since the outset.
Yeah.
And you look like you're going to be spot on. They're on pace right now for 89 wins. I think you picked them for 86 or 87.
I said 88 at first.
88. So that's right there. At one point, they were on not too long ago for 92.
Whatever it was.
And going up, that's probably not going to be the case. But they're still going to have to beat the lower echelon teams in the rest of this little stretch.
It's not just the lower echelon coming up now. Yeah, you have the Nationals, but you're coming up on a series with the Braves where you're going to have to play them 7 times in I believe a 10-day span. So you have to be ready to play some baseball coming up. And quite frankly, in my eyes, to get everybody involved. And the reason why I say that is, you see a lot of, I wouldn't say going through the motions, but it almost feels like the team's kind of sleepwalking right now. And I think what you want to do as a ball club, you want to be going in the right direction.
You want to go with Nick there for that last out?
Just the right on right and slider.
Who wasn't available for you tonight? Do you have a lot of guys
Really just Robbie. Wanted to stay away from Tolle and Coonrod and Brogdon, really. But Robbie was down.
Most of your guys' wins of late have been close. You've
Yeah.
been lean on a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that has maybe affected some of the late inning performances?
I think it's just usage more than anything. Yeah, not so much the close games, just the amount of use or the amount of times we've had to use them.
Think about maybe Alvarado for the ninth tonight.
Yeah, but then, it was to start the eighth, it was Garcia, and then going through kind of the middle of their lineup. So I thought, we'll shoot our bullet there and then figure it out after that. And Brad pitched well, really. I mean, he gave up ground ball single through the 5-6 hole, and then kind of a sinking line drive to center field. So
Would Alvarado be a possibility for the ninth if Sir Anthony, it's still a few days away?
yeah, I'm confident in Alvarado in the ninth. Yep.
You talked to Sir Anthony?
Yep.
And
And it looks like we're going to activate him on Sunday. So we'll give him 2 days after that outing and then activate him Sunday.
Another big game by a rookie tonight was another big game by a rookie tonight. Talk about the way again young guys keep stepping up here.
Yeah, they come up here, and so again, hats off to player development, but also to the guys in the clubhouse to make these young guys feel comfortable and come in here and let them do their work and let them interact with them so that they can go out in the field and just put their game on autopilot and just let it go.
What did you think of Syndergaard?
Thought he was good early, and then he started to get the ball up a little bit, and there was some hard contact. And but I thought he threw the ball okay. I was looking at the gun readings early, and it was like 93, 94, and it seemed like it was even harder than that. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my eyes, but yeah, then he started getting the ball up a little bit. Threw a lot of strikes. It was good to see.
So it just keeps hitting.
Just keeps hitting. We were thinking about bunting him there in the, I don't know what inning it was, seventh, but he was so hot that I said I'd let him swing the bat.